All right, Browns fans, here it is. The final position preview as we get ready for 2025. Looking at the Browns secondary. We're going to start with the corners. 5 corners here on the roster. You've got Denzel Ward. He's the man. The perennial Pro Bowler last year. 19 passes defense. He led the NFL. In fact, he's the only corner since he's come to the league, and really, quite frankly, ever, to have 2 or more interceptions and 10 or more passes defensed every season he's been in the league. All he needs now are those all-pro recognitions because he is an all-pro talent. Now, the Browns suffered a massive injury early in camp. MJ Emerson. My heart still breaks for that one. I love him as a human being. I love him as a Cleveland Brown. I love him as a cornerback in this defense. He is lost for the season, so people are going to have to step up. Former first-round pick Greg Newsome, he's got to step up. We need the 2023 Greg Newsome when he had 2 picks and 14 passes defense, playing his best football. He's going to be outside opposite Denzel. Now, the real question is, who's going to be that third corner? It had always been Denzel, MJ, and Greg. Cam Mitchell has gotten some opportunities in that role in the past, the 5th-round pick of a couple seasons ago. But Miles Harden may have had a better preseason. He could be the starter, last year's 7th-round pick. Now, the Browns also, at the deadline, they made a move and they brought in Jarek Bernard Converse. After that initial 53, he was added to the team. He's played in some games for the Jets before. Bigger guy, great athlete. We'll see how quickly he can acclimate and play man coverage for Jim Schwartz. Now, in the safety room, this is very much a new-look safety room. The constants, there are 2 of them. You got Grant Delpit, 100-plus tackles last year, a career high. Delpit has been sensational for the Browns ever since they drafted him in the 2nd round. He's on a long-term contract as well. He should be. Browns are going to need him to be a big playmaker. And then there's Rocket Hickman. And you remember the game against the Jets. Joe Flacco leads the Browns back to the playoffs. Jim Donovan on the call, welcoming everybody. The Browns are back in the playoffs again. Well, Ronnie Hickman started that game with a pick 6. The former Ohio State Buckeye, he is going to be your starting free safety. Now, the Browns have brought in 2 veterans as well. Rayshawn Jenkins played in over 100 games, and DeMonte KZ, who's played a ton of games as well. 2 veterans joining that safety room. I think Rayshawn Jenkins will be that 3rd safety when the Browns play their dime package, which they play frequently, 3 safeties and 3 corners. And then Donovan McMillan. He was the leading tackler at Pitt each of the last 2 seasons, over 100 tackles in college. He comes in, a guy who had been recruited by our safeties coach, Ephraim Bonda, when he was at Miami. Guess what? Played his way onto this football team. He will be the 5th safety. So the Browns, 5 corners, 5 safeties, 10 DBs. You like a lot of it, right? You like Denzel, you like Greg, you like Grant Delpit. Now it's a time for Ronnie Hickman to step up. It's a time for that nickel corner to step up. And if they do, and guess what? It's going to help to have that great D-line up there. This could be a very great secondary unit as well. For everything on your Cleveland Browns, you know what you got to do. Keep it tuned to ClevelandBrowns.com and the Browns mobile app. That's been our position preview, looking at the Browns defensive backs.